Have you ever felt like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, but you have to put on a brave face and pretend everything's okay? You smile, you laugh, you go about your day, but inside, there's a quiet battle raging. If that sounds familiar, I want you to know you're not alone. So many of us are fighting these silent struggles, feeling like we're the only ones. We see everyone else's highlight reels on social media and think, why is it so easy for them? But the truth is, we rarely see the full picture. We don't see the doubts, the fears, the late nights, or the tears. We only see the polished surface. This reminds me of a story I once heard about an old furniture restorer named Elias. He lived in a small, dusty workshop filled with the scent of sawdust and varnish. People from all over would bring him their broken, forgotten pieces of furniture. A wobbly chair with a cracked leg, a dresser with peeling paint, a table scarred with years of use. To anyone else, these items looked like junk, ready for the trash heap. But Elias saw something different. He saw their history, their potential, their hidden beauty. One day, a young woman brought in a beautiful but severely damaged writing desk. It had belonged to her grandmother and held immense sentimental value, but a recent accident had left it in terrible shape. A huge, dark water stain marred its surface. One of its ornate legs was snapped, and the drawers were jammed shut. The woman was heartbroken, convinced it was ruined forever. She looked at Elias with tears in her eyes and asked, "Can it be saved?" Elias ran his weathered hand over the damaged wood. He didn't answer immediately. Instead, he just nodded slowly and said, "Leave it with me. Every piece has a story, and this one's not over yet." For the next few weeks, Elias worked on the desk in silence. He didn't try to fix everything all at once. His process was slow, methodical, and filled with incredible patience. First, he just cleaned it. He gently wiped away layers of dust and grime that had accumulated over the years. This first step didn't fix the major problems, but it was essential. It was about seeing the piece clearly, understanding its foundation before starting the real work. How often do we try to tackle our biggest problems without taking that first step? We jump into trying to fix our anxiety or our sadness without first just sitting with it, cleaning away the surface level noise and understanding what's really there. Sometimes the first step to healing is simply acknowledging the mess without judgment. Next, Elias focused on the structural damage. He took the broken leg and didn't just glue it back on. He carefully sanded the broken ends, chose a matching piece of wood, and expertly grafted it together, reinforcing it from the inside where no one would ever see. He made it stronger than it was before. The repair wasn't invisible, but it was solid, a testament to both the break and the healing. This is so much like the work we have to do on ourselves. When we're broken by life, we can't just slap a bandage on it and hope it holds. True healing requires us to address the deep structural wounds. It means reinforcing ourselves from the inside, building resilience, and learning new ways to be strong. The scars might remain, but they become part of our story, a reminder that we were broken and we put ourselves back together, stronger than before. Then came the most challenging part, the giant water stain. It had seeped deep into the wood, changing its color and texture. Elias didn't just paint over it. That would be a quick fix, a cover-up. Instead, he began a long, painstaking process of sanding. Layer by layer, he gently stripped away the damaged surface. It was slow, tedious work. At first, it looked like he was making it worse, scratching up the wood. But he trusted the process. He sanded and sanded, revealing the fresh, unblemished wood hidden beneath. This is the hard part of our own journeys, isn't it? Confronting the deep-seated pain, the old traumas, the stains on our hearts. It feels easier to just cover them up, to pretend they're not there. But true restoration requires us to do the hard work of sanding away those layers. It can be painful, and it can feel like we're making a bigger mess. But if we stick with it, if we're patient and gentle with ourselves, we can get to the healthy core that was there all along. Finally, after the structure was sound and the stain was gone, Elias addressed the jammed drawers. He didn't force them. He knew that would only cause more damage. He wiggled them gently, checking for obstructions, and applied a little wax to the runners. Slowly, with care, they began to slide open. Inside, tucked away in a hidden compartment, he found a bundle of old letters and a faded photograph. These were the hidden treasures, the memories that had been locked away. In our own lives, when we feel stuck, forcing things rarely works. Pushing ourselves too hard only leads to burnout and frustration. But if we approach our stuck points with gentleness and curiosity, we can often find what's holding us back. And when we do, we might just unlock hidden parts of ourselves' forgotten strengths, lost passions, beautiful memories that were trapped inside. After weeks of quiet, dedicated work, the desk was transformed. It wasn't brand new. You could still see the faint lines of its age, the character in its grain. The repaired leg was a subtle testament to its past, but it was beautiful, functional, and strong. The wood glowed with a new warmth after being refinished and polished. When the young woman returned, she was speechless. She ran her hand over the smooth surface, tears welling in her eyes again, but this time they were tears of joy. It's beautiful, she whispered. It's even more beautiful than I remember. Elias just smiled. I didn't make it beautiful, he said. The beauty was always there. I just helped it show again. We are all like that writing desk. Life leaves its marks on us. We get stains, scratched, and sometimes we feel completely broken. And in our quietest moments, we might believe we're beyond repair. We might feel that the damage is too deep, that our story is over. But I want you to hear this. The beauty is still there. Your strength is still there. Your value is not determined by the damage you've sustained. It's defined by your history, your resilience, and the incredible potential that lies within you. The restoration process isn't quick or easy. It happens in the quiet moments, away from the eyes of the world. It's the internal work that no one else sees, the sanding, the reinforcing, the gentle care. It requires patience and self-compassion. It means accepting that you don't have to be perfect or brand new. Your scars, your repairs, they don't make you less worthy. They make you who you are. They tell a story of survival, of strength, of healing. So if you are fighting a silent battle today, please be your own Elias. Be patient with yourself. Start with a gentle cleaning. Just acknowledge where you are without judgment. Address the structural issues. Seek the support you need to feel strong from the inside out. Do the slow, hard work of sanding away the old pains, even when it feels difficult. And be gentle with the parts of you that feel stuck. Remember, your story is not over. The most beautiful restorations often come after the most significant damage. The beauty was always there. You just need to give yourself the time, the grace, and the care to let it show again. If you are struggling, please know that reaching out is a sign of incredible strength. Talk to a friend, a family member, or a mental health professional. You don't have to do this work all by yourself in a dusty workshop. There are people who want to help you see the beauty that's been there all along. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this message resonated with you, please consider sharing it with someone who might need to hear it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.